What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Disney Plus new series American Born Chinese. First up, I would like to say thank you to Disney Plus for granting me the screeners to this entire new show. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this review is spoiler free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. Okay, so the timing of this show's arrival could not be more perfect, seeing that we are celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month this whole month of May. And ever since the pandemic started, unfortunately, there has been an increase on Asian hate crimes. A lot of bigots out there take their frustrations violently on us in the Asian American community, despite the fact that we too are American citizens who contribute to society just like everybody else. So, a show like this is imperative, more so now than ever, in order to raise an understanding and to battle ignorance around us. So now that I've already watched all 8 episodes of this first season, what's my verdict? American Born Chinese is excellent. And I'm not saying that just because I'm Asian American, although that does play into the bias just a little bit. But seriously though, what this show does is basically present or put on display the vibrant, the exhilarating Chinese mythology unlike anything that has ever been seen on American television. Yes, it combines it with a present day coming of age tale, but it's not so much as Americanizing it as it is more about packaging it in a way that can be easily absorbed by wider audiences no matter what their background may be. American Born Chinese is funny, exciting, heartwarming, bold, and profound. Showrun by Kelvin Yu and executive produced by Destin Daniel Cretton, and based on the graphic novel of the same name by Jin Wang, American Born Chinese is a coming-of-age adventure that chronicles the trials and tribulations of a regular American teenager whose life is forever changed when he befriends the son of a mythological god. This is the story of a young man's battle for his own identity, told through family comedy and action-packed kung fu. Starring Ben Wang, Yo Yan Yan, Chin Han, Daniel Wu, Jimmy Liu, Sidney Taylor, Oscar nominee Stephanie Su, Ronnie Cheng, Jimmy O Yang, Poppy Liu, and Oscar winners Michelle Yeoh and Ke Huy Quan. Look, I grew up in Asia, so as a teenager in the 90s back then, with one television set in the house, I used to watch a variety of shows from Hollywood to Bollywood to, of course, shows from Hong Kong, and specifically those, many of them are about the heavens and this god versus that god, and all of them were wearing weird makeups and big outfits, and superstar Andy Lau was featured on some of those renditions. What I'm getting at is, my point is, seeing those Chinese mythical gods and creatures depicted on these episodes of American Born Chinese in a dramedy way brings back that warm, fuzzy feeling of sweet nostalgia. And it's incredibly put together with the red leaf setting and the high wire stunts, or wire fu as they call it. Clearly, the creative talents behind this show have a strong familiarity with that type of storytelling. And Asian audiences in particular will see that, and they'll have a big smile on their faces as they're watching it. I mean, not all of the episodes have fight scenes, although many of them do, and the choreographies are extremely imaginative, and they use as much of the space as possible, whether it's the living room or an arcade or a school hallway. and the camera work would vividly track those dynamic movements that take the characters flying from one corner to the other. I love it. I loved every minute of it, and it's both cool and deeply amusing. Now, anybody who's anybody in the Asian American community, specifically East Asian, appears on American Born Chinese. Of course, the reunion of the cast of Everything Everywhere All at Once is the big one, but you've also got comedians Jimmy Yang and Ronnie Cheng, who are absolutely hilarious, and you've also got Taekwondo champion Jimmy Liu, and you've also got Into the Badlands badass Daniel Wu. And look, the director of Shang-Chi movie, Destin Daniel Cretton, directed the first episode. I mean, this show goes out of its way to honor notable Asian names who have made their mark in Hollywood. And it is a celebration that I very much welcome. Much of the tone of American Born Chinese will hit the spot with superhero fans because not only do the teenage characters talk about comic books and supervillains, but it's also about this whole thing with two worlds colliding, this realm and that realm, this universe and that universe. It kind of feels like the first Thor movie in some ways. And there's this other aspect that's beautifully woven into the overarching arc, the family drama, juxtaposing Jin Wang's relationship with his parents and Wei Chen's relationship with his dad, the Monkey King, and the parallel between the two and how it impacts their friendship is nothing short of compelling. And the performances of all the actors involved are committed and passionate and heartfelt. I think the whole teenagers desperately trying to win the approval of others is spot on. But what I also notice, interestingly enough, is that the bullying or the hazing is different from how they used to be depicted in teenage high school shows of the past. I know that some of you guys might blame that on wokeism, but I think American Born Chinese is very in tune with Gen Zs who are very aware of their own behavior. I mean, even the anti Asian hate activism here is viewed as something that can be way over the top. I mean, that's my read of it at least. You might disagree with me on that, and that's fine. But this right here is not the equivalence of Biff Tannen slamming Marty McFly into a locker, if you catch my drift. Michelle Yeoh is so luminous and personable as Wei Chen's guardian, and there's a commanding presence about her. When she speaks, everybody listens. And although Ke Huy Kwan's scenes are mostly separate away from the rest of the gang because his running gag is this old TV show guy who becomes today's internet meme, but Ke Huy Kwan's small story arc is a quirky yet effective illustration of how Asians feel about their place in this country, and it nicely ties into Jin Wang's self-realization journey. Look, some say that this is not a faithful adaptation of the graphic novel, and some are outraged that they changed the nationality of Wei Chen from Taiwanese to Chinese. And if you feel that way, your arguments are valid. But if you are too hyper focused on those details, you might miss out on what I believe is a damn good show. So, yeah, overall, I give American Born Chinese the rating of 4 out of 5 for being absolutely refreshing. So, that's it. That's my review of American Born Chinese. Smash that like button, share this video with everyone you know, share your thoughts in the comment section below, And as always, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Let's rock this.